At Lions Conservancy, that's one of our nature parks. In that particular park, we have a small area where there's a small like amphitheater, I'd almost call it, and a stage area. There's gravel pathways through that park. We also have our one-track, single-track mountain biking trail, which can also be used as hiking trails as well. It's also affiliated with part of our disc golf course.
It's a big course. I think it'll be like 27 holes maybe when it's all put back together. Okay. So you can play just Lions, which is 14 holes, a little bit, maybe an hour and a half or something like that. Or you can play all 18 that are open right now, up to 20 or 21. And that'll be about 2.5, could be 3 hours if you're looking for discs. I think it's great. Disc golf is very inexpensive for parks. So they should love to put them in.
At Orchard Glen Park, I think the highlight there is obviously the orchard. We have all kinds of fruit-bearing trees that are in the park itself. Apple trees are predominantly there. There's many species of apple trees that we have. But also we have some of the similar things as in Lions Conservancy as well. The gravel pathways, I think as you progress south into these parks, they each have their own feel a little bit. So yeah, at Orchard Glen, it's primarily the apple orchard. Orchard Glen used to be a neighborhood like any other neighborhoods that people are probably accustomed to seeing. So there were homes here. There were, several homes around this asphalt loop, and due to all of the flooding that we've experienced in our community, it just wasn't conducive anymore for the homeowners to stay here. They fought floods for so long, many years. I'm told by some people that they tried their best, and it just couldn't keep up with all of the flooding. And so then there was the flood buyouts that came along through the county, and then again, I think it was about 2016, the county and the park district started to work together to acquire these properties.
There were beautiful homes back here, fantastic, beautiful homes, but they've flooded a few times. So the county would work with them to come to an agreement on a purchase price. I think there was federal funding involved with that. The county would purchase that and take ownership, and the lots were cleared out and just planted for grass after that. These obviously have changed from neighborhoods now to nature parks, but it feels really good to really put good use to this and create something unique and fun for our community.
Forest River is next. That one's a little bit unique. That park, as you enter into it, you kind of start out with a traditional prairie look, I would say. And then you quickly get into more of a forested feel. So it's got a mix of open space as well as a nice forest feel to it. There too, we have trails that intertwine and work their way throughout all of that property.
Fargo Park Service has done a really nice job with these retired or redeveloped housing districts, and this one is just one of our favorites. It's just, we see the birds when we get a chance. We got shade, we got sun, we've got all variety of landscape and environments and the rivers nearby, so it's just a great place to come and relax.
Heritage Hills, the last one, and to be honest with you, that's my favorite one. That one is so unique just because of the topography. You can get in there and really experience some ups and downs and have a great time walking through the trails in that park, and it's something that you just don't think really even exists in the Fargo-Moorhead area, but it's really cool. I think the best way I could maybe describe how these properties came to be is just really the foresight of some of our leaders, right, from the county side. And I believe when they were trying to complete their buyouts, and I don't know who approached who first, but I think it's really the foresight of people to turn something in that was really a tragedy to some, of losing your home to flooding and those types of things, and how can we make that into a benefit for the community. So I really credit people at the time of having kind of that thought process of what can we really do here to benefit this, to take a bad situation and make it into something that's really neat and really productive for our community.